Welcome to the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker. I'm Tyler Glen. So good of you to join us on a Tasted Tuesday. And today, I've got 3 words for you. Creme brulee cheesecake. Oh my God. On the show today, we start with breaking news. The Air Canada strike is over. They reached a tentative deal while you slept. How big is it? They were asking for like 40%, and wow, they rejected that. I guess a return ticket to Saskatoon will cost you 10 grand now. Oh, you want Molson on board? That'll be $50, please. Ah, yes. We got the details on that coming up this morning. Also, new words in the dictionary. Skibbity. Tradwife. Delulu. Am I even pronouncing that right? Or is it tradewife? There's no E. Tradwife. 6,000 new words added to the dictionary, and you got to love the fact that technology is playing a role in what we're doing as far as the English language is concerned. Some of it is completely ridiculous, but then again, I'm an old guy. What are you going to do? Young people are saying this morning in a new report that friendship is now just too expensive. Inflation, it's not only scaling back weddings, it's making people sharpen their pencils when it comes to vacations, but young people are saying, I don't know if we can be friends. Can we just talk online? It's cheap. I'm not going to leave the house. Saw a meme that says, every time I leave the house, it costs me $300. It's kind of sad. But anyway, we are going to touch on that this morning as well. We've got back to school shopping. 2 weeks tomorrow is the first day back at class, and the average Canadian student will have their mom and dad spend anywhere between $600 and $750 per child on back-to-school shopping. What are we buying? Does Timmy need gold bricks to weigh down his pants so he doesn't blow away in the wind? $750 per child. We'll talk about that this morning. Let's take a look outside and see how much fog we've got. Speaking of back to school, there's our countdown right there. 15 days, 1 hour and 54 minutes. Oh, man, we have got 2 weeks to go, and we got fog again. Oh, boy, Oak Lake. If I can draw your attention to the Oak Lake cam, they seem to have the worst of it this morning. So a little bit of fog through Rocky Mountain National Park. 10 at Moon Lake. Fog was a concern yesterday. As things heat up, we are going into what could be one last big burst of summer. Some 30-degree days are coming our way, and we've got some really mild mornings. 15 degrees is nice and mild, and high humidity is bringing with it this fog. So if you are headed to the north or to the west, give yourself a little bit of extra time today. 16 and 10 in Minnedosa is showing some remnant fog there as well. It was thicker, much thicker earlier this morning, but has since cleared up a little bit there. So we don't expect it to last too long. In fact, we're going to be in for a nice warm day today. We will see sunshine at 28 degrees. What did I tell you? Sun came out late yesterday, about 2 o'clock. We said noon. It's 2 o'clock it came out. It'll be out again today, 28, and real hot tomorrow, 31. And then a bit of a cool down for the weekend. Temperatures a few degrees below normal, but nice and comfortable. Around 20 degrees and a fair amount of sunshine there. So easy does it on the roads this morning, okay? Again, if you're just joining the show, breaking news, the Air Canada strike is over. The flight attendants have reached an agreement with the airline overnight last night. This is remarkable. I mean, they had grounded all those aircraft, 10,000 unionized flight attendants, reaching this agreement. Now, business experts were saying that the airline was losing somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 to $90 million a day in revenue. So, as the orange guys out there be called leverage, you got to have leverage. They had leverage, boy. Holy cow. Did not take long. We ain't going to work. You can throw us in jail. Well, I've got 90 million reasons why you should have returned to work. Wow. And it'll be interesting to see the fallout from that. Anyway, more details as they come in, because this just happened, I think around 4 a.m. local time, 4 o'clock in the morning. The news came out that they got the deal done, and people who have been stranded all over the place. In your Facebook feed, I'm sure you've seen yourself that people are all over, scattered all over the world, saying, how am I going to get home? Some people that were trying to get away on a vacation, they can breathe a little bit easier. Let's take a quick look, for those that are curious, at departures and cancellations at YWG. This is the closest airport to us. This is Winnipeg Richardson International Airport, and it looks as if this morning's flights, Air Canada flights, are still canceled, the ones in the red here. And as we go down through the day, this is later this morning, lots of cancellations. So everything this morning for Air Canada and even into this afternoon is still canceled. It won't be running. Then we move to delays later in the afternoon. And then when we push forward to tomorrow, or you can click over to tomorrow, it's all green. So it's all green. Wednesday, it's going to be a wonderful Wednesday if you're flying somewhere. All green, all on time. Everything is operating as per normal, just as expected. So, expect things to slowly return to normal after the deal is reached. Big news this morning. Okay, let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat and get on to our good thing and get on with some eats and some fun. Grab your coffee. Good of you to join us, whether it's for 2 minutes, 20 minutes, or the entire 2-hour show. We are on YouTube and X and Facebook and Twitch for the first hour of the show, and then we move over exclusively to Twitch for hour 2. There's a 30-minute version of the show in podcast form. You can download that at tylerglenshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts, Google Podcasts or Spotify or iHeartRadio. You can just look for me. You'll find me and give us a listen. That'd be great. And if you're lurking and want to jump off the bench and say hello, we love that too. That happens from time to time. Road Reverend and Borrowed Bean are the first two in this morning on Twitch. Good morning, Borrowed Bean. Good morning, Tracy. Roger is in on Twitch this morning. Janine is over on Facebook, and Ron is on X, our resident X. Good morning, folk. Good morning, Ron. Richard's over on Facebook. Sharon Pierce is here. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Sharon is over on Twitch. Nice to see you this morning, Sharon. KDD4380 is on Twitch, too, along with Nick Adams. Good to see you, Nick. Cindy is here. Is it echoing or is it echoing or is it just me? Is it echoing or is it just hello? Good morning. Just me. Because it's foggy. It adds to the experience. Careful with that fog. Although it's not as bad as Oak Lake. Quentin is here on Twitch this morning. Zuma Bernice is here too. I want to see all green for my flight in September. Well, it will be all green. That is the good news. The bad news is your flight in September has tripled in price. I don't know how they're going to do this. I can't. I've only flown Air Canada once in my entire life. It's just, you got to be super rich. You got to be like the top 1%. You got to be loaded. I fly Tin Can Airlines. Yeah, the wings just hang on. There's some scotch tape flapping in the wind. There's really no service. There's no bathrooms. There's a door on the side of the aircraft and a hole. It's like an outhouse. It's an outhouse at 40,000 feet. That's in line with my budget. I can't afford these. And now Air Canada is going to probably be a premium carrier. I will jump the border and fly Tin Can Air. Maybe I'll get there. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'm telling you, my $39 seat compared to the $400. Mavis is here on Facebook. Hi, Mavis. Good morning. Wendy Tremblay. Hi, Wendy Tremblay on Facebook. Good morning. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Hope your Tuesday is off to a good start as we get rolling through this fog. Again, actually, is there a fog advisory? Let me check this. Bum, 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 bum. Not that it matters, but I had seen somewhere. No, there's no. It's to the south of us. They've got a fog advisory. Okay. Well, that fog is starting to lift rather quickly anyway. And again, mainly affecting 16 and 10 Minnedosa, number 1 at Oak Lake, and 10 at Moon Lake through the park. And I know we've got some folks coming through the park today. So easy does it with the fog. Good morning. That is incredible. Wow, so many people. The reaction continues to come in. People are so happy. Shannon says, not saying that they don't deserve the raise, but it's going to be added to the tickets that are already pretty expensive. Oh, I know, Shannon, but hey, Minnedosa is clear. Oh, but go up on the hill. Oh, there we go. It just refreshed. Oh, it is clearing up. Good. Thanks, Wendy. Had to do a quick refresh. It's lifting faster than we expected. That's great. There is a fog advisory for Minnedosa, though, says Mavis. Well, things are changing so fast. I just can't keep up. 1 minute it's foggy. 1 minute there's an advisory. Then it lifts. It should be okay. It won't last long. Very similar to what we saw yesterday. So we should be in the clear. Yesterday's good thing. We start the day with some positivity, and that means that you just type in GT, then dash, and let us know what was awesome from yesterday. That would be a great way to start the day with a little bit of positivity. Nancy, who is a airline stewardess for an unnamed airline, said, I got a raise yesterday. She starts off our good thing. It's not every day you can double your salary. Let's hear it for Nancy. Yeah. Nancy works for an unnamed airline. I just want to go see my grandma in Victoria. And now I must donate a kidney. Woo. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. It's a good thing. I'm just glad everyone can get to where they need to go. And hey, everyone's got a credit card. Pfft. Just charge it. That's going to be our mantra for 2026. Maybe it's been your mantra for 2025 at $750 a kid for back to school. Just charge it. Whatever. Just charge it. Oy. Good morning, Jody. Good morning. No good things yesterday. Just Nancy and her her big race. Oh my gosh. Yesterday's good thing. What happened yesterday that was pretty awesome? It doesn't have to be an engagement or a new job or a big fat raise or a new labor agreement. Eva Cameron, good morning on Facebook. Good to see you this morning on Facebook. We got a lot of Facebook lurkers coming off the bench this morning to say hello. It's good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Taste of Tuesday is cream brulee cheesecake. The good thing is I still have a little bit of willpower because I picked it up yesterday and it looked like this. Look. If you're one of those folks that are listening to the show and don't look at the visuals, you're missing out right now because this is coming up later on in the show. Oh my God. This could be the prettiest food we've ever eaten on Taste It Tuesday. And, I share. We collectively eat it together. It's an experience like none other, this show. It's a 3D, 4D, 5D experience. I don't just eat all this myself. No, I share. Doesn't that look good? Creme brulee cheesecake. Co-ops of Westman makes this. The next barbecue you show up at, the next little get-together, you walk in with a tray of these babies, and you become instantly popular. I want the one with the cherries. I like me cherries. So you can tell I'm a little bit excited about that yesterday. So, and you know what? That's a good thing. Willpower intact. I accidentally bumped one of them with my finger and had to just taste it a little bit. And it tasted really good. Wendy's like, oh, cheesecake. That, Wendy, is the correct response. Oh, cheesecake. I am nasty. It is a favorite in our family. It's one of those foods that we all love to devour. I think everybody loves cheesecake. It's just so popular. Thanks to our sponsors of the show, Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, Westman's #1 EV dealership. The reaction continues to come in involving the new world record set by General Motors, 1,700 kilometers on a single charge for their new EV truck. Unbelievable. Doodles the Clown would be impressed. Here's the thing. The technology continues to improve. Batteries are lasting longer. They are keeping more and more charge through the cold. The evolution continues. And if you're thinking of making the switch, please remember our friends at Murray GM, Westman's #1 EV dealership. They've got a fully trained sales staff and technical staff to help you with any questions, any concerns you could have whatsoever, top to bottom, start to finish. Westman's #1 EV dealership is Murray GM in Brandon, 1500 Richmond Avenue. Leon's, I don't get to say this very often, but Leon's is closed today and tomorrow because Thursday they're opening up with their giant liquidation sale. Now, this is the biggest price discounts of the year, okay? And we had some Sunseekers yesterday saying, oh, God, I need a couch and a love seat. Perfect timing. Oh, boy. Just hang on. You got to hang on a couple of days because they're repricing everything. They're getting everything ready to go for the giant liquidation sale, and it is massive. It's a local sale. It's exclusive to Brandon, Manitoba, Canada, and it's because they have to clear out the merchandise to make room for the stuff for the new year. I know it seems a little bit early, but that's how their business works. So stay tuned. We will have some examples for you. And in the meantime, hang tight on any purchase you might make for furniture, appliances, and electronics because the giant liquidation is coming at Leon's later this week, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. And at the Elkhorn Resort in Clarkson Nordic Spa at beautiful Riding Mountain National Park, Clear Lake, a quick reminder that tomorrow is rib night, $20 for a full rack of ribs. Full rack, and they're delicious. $15 for a half rack. And that's every Wednesday through the rest of the summer. We're running out of Wednesdays, though. How many Wednesdays? We got 2 left. Just so you got to do it tomorrow or next Wednesday, and then it wraps up. Family Trivia Night is coming up on Thursday. Buffalo Bar has got some live entertainment this weekend. San Carlos performs. And a quick reminder, Clarso Spa Nights on Thursdays, a $59 entry. Drinks on the pool deck, 50% off snacks. All kinds of great specials. elkhornresort.mb.ca. Two are good things. KDD 4380 has one. Yay. We had a couple people have a good day yesterday. So anything good. KDD says, I made a zucchini chocolate cake last night. Good way to get some veggies into your treats with some fresh zucchini. Looks great. We'll find out if it tastes great tonight. Is cream cheese icing applicable to that? Why do I think that would be? That would be fantastic. Cream cheese icing makes everything amazing. Jody's got a GT on Facebook. A neighbor brought over a box of plums. Really? Plums? I had no idea you could grow plums in Manitoba. I have never heard of that before. How delightful. And so you pit them and you just eat them, or do you dry them out, or you just... That is fantastic. A plum tree in Manitoba. Huh. Well, everything's coming in now. Yesterday it was all about corn, and Sharon says they have plums. And so when you dry plums, what does that make? A date? Is that what that is? Is a date a dried plum? I think why are my alarm bells going off about eating too many plums? Is that one of those things that if you're having too many plums, you're ripe for some throne time? Is that easy on the plums? Jody, don't eat them all at one time. Take her cool. Take her cool on the plums. This is dark fruits. You know, what is it? Dates and plums. Prunes. Oh boy. Get into the prunes. Oh, that's what you need to do. I discovered this delightful fruit right before my flight. It was a 20-hour flight to Tokyo, Japan, and the fruit I discovered was prunes. It was delightful. I ate 4 cans. And then I never sat in my seat on the airplane. I spent all my time at the back. Are you okay in there? Oh, I'm fine. Leave me alone. There's other bathrooms on the airplane. Please, leave me alone. Cindy is hitting the road. She is making a Kuipers run, too, today. Oh, look out. Look out. Go the back way if they're still working on First. I was over there yesterday. They're still doing some stuff. That is, that's taken a long time to get fixed up, that First Street construction. Unbelievable. Wow. Was supposed to be just a couple of weeks. Isn't that how it goes? Just a couple of weeks. Just a couple of weeks, and it'll be okay. Oh, I've got a good thing from yesterday. Hey, a couple of friends of mine got together, and one of my friends, they weren't really getting along all that much, and so they got together and they had a big talk. They brought some other friends with them, and I think one of the real touchy points of the whole relationship was that there was this perceived lack of respect because my friend refused to wear clothes that were appropriate for things like business meetings, and he never wore a suit. But yesterday he wore a suit, and he looked so good. Now, my friend doesn't have a tie, but that's okay because the suit worked. He got lots of comments on the suit. Look at how dapper he looks. I call him V and DT. V and DT ASAP with the VIPs. OMG LOL. They got together. They had a big meeting, and it all went well. Looks like we'll have some peace potentially on the horizon. Wouldn't that be a good thing? Wouldn't it be a good thing if we could stop a lot of these wars? I think so. And then there were some other friends of mine that got together, and they all sat around and kind of, this is like everybody being called to the principal's office. This is like my high school. This is like, Tyler, to the principal's office and bring those friends of yours. Okay. Here we are. We're all here. Now, listen, you guys need to quit acting like you're acting. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay, we'll behave. That literally is the free world in one room. Isn't that something? I don't know. That's something else right there. The free world in one room. Somebody order pizza. Said, where's the cocktails? There's some very serious conversations going on in here. Very serious conversations. Ryan says back in the saddle. Back in the saddle. So anyway, that all went well. So although we weren't there, Canada was not there. But you know what? It's we had a hockey game going on. We had there was hockey. No, there was no hockey. It's not hockey season. What could we have? What kind of excuse can we make up? Quick, I need help. What kind of excuse did we have? We were making poutine. It was a day for extra gravy, and we needed help. No, that doesn't work. Oh, I know. Because our politicians only worked 19 days so far this year, just 19 days, they were helping Air Canada deliver drinks amid the strike. So they were all tied up. That's the best excuse, and that makes sense. People can digest that. People would accept that. We would have loved to have been at this meeting, but our politicians were doing the right thing. They were pitching in because that's what we do as Canadians. We have each other's back. We are there for each other. Even the politicians can sling some Molsons on an Air Canada flight as the whole airline shuts down due to a labor disruption. That's what we were doing. We apologize. We'll catch the next one. Is that okay? We'll be at the next one. Slinging drinks. Oh, Janine's got it even better. We couldn't catch a flight. The Air Canada is the only service to Washington. Although I think WestJet goes there. That is correct. Thank you, Janine. That's a good excuse. Hockey is the best one. There was a really good hockey game on. That gets us out of any jam internationally. They know what that means. But anyway, we will soldier on. We will soldier on, and at least there's a deal now, and some of our friends are going to get home from their destination. We'll have more on their deal, and how much moolah they got. Oh, did they hit the lottery? Well, they did pretty good. They were asking for a whole bunch, but I'll tell you, they did well. And they said that this is going to set the stage for future negotiations. And they were not lying. There's no two ways about that. Anyway, thank you for your good thing. Yesterday's good thing. Moving on to our first beach break of the morning. Let's get to the beach, and then let's get to the show. Let's do it. Today on our beach cam, we are headed to Portugal, actually.
Cracks and men on the bare feet. Under the sunrise degree, city wakes up concrete, smell of rain bittersweet.
This is the Frank Hilmar Beach.
Morning sun seekers. Good morning heart achievers.
Had to get the name in there.
Good morning soul keepers. Today is ours. Birds are loud, they squawk and sing. Another day, gotta grab that ring. Every moment joy it can bring. Hear the city's engines sing. Good morning, sun seekers. Good morning, heart achievers. Good morning, soul keepers. Today is ours.
Good morning. It is a Tuesday on the Showboat Food, Fun Places, and the Mayhem of Life. Wherever you're lurking in from, whatever you've got going on, I hope your day is off to a great start. I hope you've got big plans, and I hope you're ready for some sunshine. But we start the day with a little bit of fog. There were some fog advisories in effect. The fog is starting to clear. 16 to 10 Minnedosa is the first to clear off this morning, and we expect things to get much better on the Trans-Canada to Oak Lake as the morning goes on. Number 10, Moon Lake. Easy does it through the park if you're traveling that road this morning. It's because it is warm. We're at 16 degrees, high humidity as well. Mixed with that is creating our fog situation. No precipitation on the radar, which is kind of nice. We've got 15 days. 15 days, 1 hour and 28 minutes until the kids are back at school. Just 2 weeks to go. 28 the high today, 31 tomorrow. Rain now on Thursday and 24, and then cooler for the weekend. The big story this morning, Air Canada and its 10,000 unionized flight attendants have reached a tentative agreement, ending the strike that led to hundreds of canceled flights. The deal follows demands for higher pay and compensation for unpaid work like passenger boarding. This is welcome news, of course, for travelers who are all over the planet right now. We have Jay, who has chimed in this morning to say that we just finished making alternative arrangements to make our holiday happen this Thursday. And this is definitely going to potentially throw a monkey wrench into that. Hopefully it doesn't. We would have to drive all the way to Minneapolis to make it to our destination on time for Friday. Not sure what to do now. This is the tough part. The people that have been caught in limbo land. Hoping everything is sorted out with Air Canada by Thursday, or we're in for a long drive to the Twin Cities. The news this morning is good. It looks as if things should be sorted out largely based on what I'm seeing out of Winnipeg by supper time tonight. Colleen says this is great news. No one should not be paid for working. Lindsay and Marcy are in Sicily. Glad to hear, or I was going to get you to e-transfer me more euros. Yeah, the pictures of Italy look amazing. Fantastic. Good trip over there. Oh, my gosh. Some of their vacation pictures are pretty incredible. Let's see if I can grab a couple here. Spending some time with family over in Italy. And, man, and Greg and the kids are over there, too. Just some nice, beautiful shots. Sun seekers on vacation, and now they can get home from Italy. I think they got some food pictures here. Look at the kids enjoying the water. Beautiful shots of Italy. Oh, and you got to have some spaghetti after a day of swimming. Oh, look at that water. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, Carrie's enjoying the sunshine and there's the two troublemakers. There they go. Beautiful, beautiful shots of Italy. Popular spot this summer for a lot of Canadians as travel pivots to Europe largely from the United States. And
are they going to get in the water?
I went up to here. I went down the ladder.
Doesn't that look refreshing? Oh, man.
Are they going to get in the water?
Are these little fishies that eat the stuff off your toes? Have you ever seen that, like in Mexico, where you put your feet in the tub and then the fish like nibble at your toes? Have you ever had that? Have you ever seen that? It's kind of gross. I don't think that's this. I did not do that. It freaks me out when you've got little things nibbling at your toes. Not exactly for me. Not exactly my cup of tea. But they had some family time. Everybody, well, I don't think that, my son just returned from Italy as well. And one thing I noticed is that you can't buy any clothes other than white in Italy. That's it. You can't go. You can tell that the couple here that are wearing green, they must have hit the Walmart before they hit the airport, because if you go to Italy and you need to buy clothes, all you can buy is white. Everything is linen. Every time someone goes to Italy, that's all I see is people dressed in white, which makes no sense for a country that has tomato sauce, because you know what's going to happen. Oh, jeez. And of course, it's going to be the fat Ukrainian that's going to get it all over himself. So is this why I can't go to Italy? I'd love to go. I've saved. I've got them. I've got the cash. Got the cash for several trips to Italy. I could go to Italy every other weekend if I wanted to. But that's the reason, really, at the heart of it, is the embarrassment of me spilling on my white shirts. And that's all they have there is white shirts, white dresses. You can see white shirts, white dresses. Everyone's just wearing white. I can't have it. I can't be embarrassing myself. So it doesn't happen for me. It does not happen for me. Anyway, you guys have fun, and it's good to see that you're going to be able to get home safe and sound, and not the only ones. Although I saw some other friends of mine that are trying to get somewhere and got stranded. They had a layover, I guess, in Montreal. And the layover in Montreal means that they can't get to their final destination on the East Coast, so they have to drive to Boston, or they thought they had to. That, too, is up in the air because now Air Canada and the flight attendants have their agreement, so I don't think he's necessarily going to have to fly to Boston, but that's what happens. We got two airlines, basically, two national airlines. One goes down. If the other airline can't get you to where you need to go, you hop the border and use an American airline to get to where you need to go. But that can't happen for everybody for various reasons. Not everybody can cross the border, so on and so forth. What is the latest here now? Now, initially, they say there could still be some cancellations in the coming days. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride as they get back to normal. The airline's president and chief executive officer advised customers, please be patient. The full restoration of service is going to be attempted as soon as possible, but may require a week or more. Everyone at the airline is doing everything possible to enable them to travel soon. As we mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, this is what leverage looks like. Leverage, meaning the term used for I have something that you don't have and it's very valuable. And in this case, the employees said, we're not showing up. And it shut down the airline, costing them between $60 and $90 million a day. Now, what's interesting is I asked AI how long it would take Canada Post to bring in $60 million in revenue. And you know what AI told me? Just 2 days. Air Canada 1 day, Canada Post 2 days. So then what's the difference here? What's the difference between Air Canada and Canada Post? Both massive companies that employ a lot of people, both with very unhappy employees that have had disagreements taken to the union, but yet Air Canada, they got a deal within a day. When did Canada Post go on strike? Like last fall? And the difference is the profit motive, ladies and gentlemen. The profit motive. What does that mean? Well, Air Canada, contrary to what many believe, it used to be a Crown corporation. It's not anymore. So Air Canada is a publicly traded company. It's responsible to its shareholders, the stock, right? And they're a profitable company, meaning that they make money. So yes, they'd be losing $60 million a day in revenue, but really profit, be looking, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 million a day in profit going out the door. And Canada Post's profit is Zero. So although they would be losing the same amount of revenue, it comes down to how much money the company is making for its shareholders. And guess who the shareholders are for Canada Post? You and me and everyone sea to shining sea. It's owned by the government. So it's a bit of a different situation. And as we all know, governments have limitless cash. It's a limit. Just get the printing press, boys and girls. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Just print more money. Just print more money. So it's definitely a tough comparison to make. And I mean, these people, they were asking for, the Air Canada support staff, the flight attendants, they were asking for a good deal here. 38% wage increase over 4 years, 25% up front. That's what the airline was going to give to them. That's what they were saying there. Okay, we'll give you like 40%. That's 10% a year. We'll give you the 25% up front because inflation has been bad. And the union said no. Then they offered binding arbitration. Also no. So I wonder if we're going to find out what they got. If you said no to 10% a year over 4 years, what did they get? I need to know. This is huge. This is awesome. It's going to be so friendly getting on an Air Canada flight now. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard. Good morning. Yeah, you're in a good mood. Oh. Wow. Derek says Carney can go suck rocks. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Derek. Derek, he can't. He's in Washington with the rest of the European... Oh, wait a second. Sorry. Wrong script. Sorry. No, he's not. He's at a hockey game. He's at a hockey game, I think. I don't know. Somewhere around. Instead of where's Waldo, where's Marky Mark? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Where's Mark? I don't know. You see Mark? Where's Mark? Let's play a game. Where's Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? Okay, back to school. 2 weeks tomorrow is back to school. And this means that even though you may have not started your back to school shopping, it's going to kick into high gear here in no time. And I was rather shocked to read the latest report that says that the average Canadian family is going to be spending some really big dollars heading back to school this year. And I want to get your thoughts on this, whether you have finished your back to school shopping, you're just starting your back to school shopping. The Retail Council of Canada's survey of 1,200 parents, this is K-12 students, said that spending this fall will fall between $600 and $750 per kid, totaling $4 billion in retail spending. Whew. That's a few bucks. $750 per kid. And if you're getting your clothes in Italy, it's only white clothes. So, they could be a little bit cheaper. Because you can always just bleach them. Bleach them, keep them white. So what are we spending this money on? Holy moly. We're going to break it down for you in just a second. First, quick reminder, big Halloween party's coming to Skydancer Casino on the 31st. If you love classic rock, if you love Kiss, AC/DC, Motley Crue, all those rockers from the 70s and 80s that were in costume, you're going to want to know that Skydancer Casino has got America's favorite tribute band. They're called Hairball. It's their 25th anniversary tour. They've been doing this for 25 years. Probably the most popular multi-band tribute band in America is going to be 90 miles south of us. And, of course, it's got to be on Halloween because it's the night of costumes and ghouls. I mean, Kiss alone would be worth it, I think. It's going to be exciting to see Kiss. Tickets are $50, but jump to $65 after October the 1st. And Saturday, November 15th, the legendary Tracy Byrd is coming to Skydancer Casino for an unforgettable night of country hits. SkydancerCasino.com, where the sky's the limit. And Sunrise Credit Union, where you can win cold hard cash just for using your Sunrise Credit Union tap card, your debit card. It's called Tap Into Your Local Summer, and it goes until the end of the month. $1,000 prize from the Canadian Credit Union Association, and every time you're tapping, with your Sunrise Credit Union card is an entry to win $1,000. Also, until October the 4th, approved Sunrise Credit Union ag loans and ag mortgages will be entered to win one of 3 $5,000 fuel cards. And they have got their ongoing Harvest Prize Pack available to be won, too. Simply scan the QR code on their website or Facebook page to win a cooler filled with ice-cold beverages and treats to take on the combine for our farming friends. sunrisecu.mb.ca. And Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here. Taste It Tuesday. Creme brulee cheesecake is coming up today. That'll be just after 8 o'clock this morning. I bet you didn't know they made these. Do you have a birthday, anniversary, or barbecue celebration coming up in the near future? You have got to visit your local Co-ops of Westman and pick up these little bitty beauty cheesecakes. Oh, my God, they're fantastic. Strawberry, chocolate-covered pretzel, maraschino cherries, fresh strawberries. Of course, there's a little bit of whipped cream on top. And cheesecake. Oh, the most delicious cheesecakes. Creme brulee cheesecake available at your local Co-ops of Westman. I'm sure it's going to taste fine, but it's what I do. I take one for the team. It's tough to be eating such foods, but we want to make sure. We need to be 100% that it is going to be fantastic for you. And so we'll be doing that next hour. Here on the show. Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here with your local co-op, Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View Co-op, Boundary Co-op, and Hamiota Co-op too. All right, so how's back to school shopping going? You finding it a little bit, do you get some deals? It's okay, about the same as last year? Do you find it about the same? Have you been lucky enough to find enough deals to say that you're spending a little bit less than last year? Or are you like the majority and say that it's a little bit more expensive? The Retail Council of Canada says that this fall, per child, $600 to $750 per child being spent on back to school. The biggest of which is clothing and shoes at 40%. New outfits, gym shoes, seasonal jackets, totaling anywhere from $240 to $300. So clothing and shoes. Now, how much of this can be recycled is, I guess, my question, to save on the budget. Do the schools make you buy new shoes every year? I know that used to be a thing. You had to have spanking new shoes, the squeaky rubber smelling new shoes every school year, but it gets expensive. Hey, Blessed Mama and Patsy Ann. Talking back to school shopping. Electronics and tech come in second place at 30% of the budget, about $180 to $225. This includes laptops, tablets, headphones, calculators, and software. Supplies like stationery, backpacks, and lunch kits, that's more compulsory. You got to need pen and paper. You need the notebooks and the binders. But thankfully, that comes in about $100, $100 to $150. And then other is at 10%. That's extracurricular uniforms, water bottles, snacks, locker fees, and the list goes on. That's between $60 and $75. So most families' biggest costs for back to school for 2025 are going to be clothing and electronics, with supplies and extras making up the rest. Should we do a comparison to U.S. parent spending? Yes. I'm just curious. Because they got tariffs down there. We don't have, we have some tariffs. Canadian parents will spend $600 to $750 per child. Deloitte reports the average spending in the States is $570 per child. So with the exchange, it pretty much works out the same. It works out to be about the same once you factor in the exchange. Blessed Mama says, we are doing that this weekend. Good luck. Can't believe it's that time of year already, but we have found that they always ask for so much stuff and it never gets used. Some schools actually will do the shopping for you, depending on the school. We kind of had a hybrid situation when our kids were in school where they bought some of the stuff. They'd tell you, don't worry about this, and this. You take care of this, and this. And that was okay. My coworkers, they had some schools where they said, you know what, you're going to pay a fee of $125 and we take care of it all. And then they'll go to a big supply company like Christie's Office Plus and then buy on behalf of everyone. And everyone gets the same stuff. Everyone gets quality stuff, keeps the cost down. The schools buy in bulk. There is some advantages to that. Plus, you don't have to get caught up in all the shopping of back to school. Quentin's at the point with his kids that they're growing out of everything twice a year. We mark the kids' heights every May long in the camper, and Gage is an inch taller as of this past weekend. Here, I have a solution that is both easy on the budget and prevents growth. Quit feeding them. I know it seems dramatic. Oh, I'm not supposed to feed my kids, but come on. Budgets are tight. Times are tough. Kids, this will prevent you from growing and therefore also help us with our clothing budget and back to school. Also, we're going to tape your feet so that they don't expand. Tape those feet. Don't feed the kids. I know it seems dramatic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Got to save for that $5,000 Air Canada ticket, and he ain't going to pay for itself. Patsy Ann says, I don't spend that much. He gets a few new things, but we recycle and reuse as much as we can for back to school. Good stuff. I think that's smart, and I think that a lot of parents do that. And keeping in mind that when they say Canadian parents spend $600 to $750 per child, in my mind at least, I'm envisioning parents in Toronto and Vancouver spending them. I mean, for them, $750 for a kid to back to school is no problem. They're already spending, $10,000 a month on their mortgage, $5,000 a month on their car payment. Debt is not just a part of life. It's what they swim in every day. Do they even know how much it costs? They just charge it up and they're on their way. I think on the prairies, we're a little bit more budget conscious. We have an agriculture mindset. We got a business mind, sharpened pencils. We're watching the prices. We're reusing and recycling. Some might call us a little tight. I like to think of us as thrifty. Sounds so much better. Blessed Mama says they did until grade 7 and 8. Then you're given a list. Kelsey's getting the kids hand-me-down shoes and boots that they grow out of. That's happening in our family too. That's kind of nice, And we have the other positive with this is that we have never seen so many thrift stores pop up, not just in our community, but communities across North America. I think we have more thrift stores now than we have ever had before. It used to be that thrifting was kind of a thing that, a fringe part of the population would do. It'd be something fun to do on a Saturday, maybe once a year, with a friend as an afternoon out to kind of go and see what kind of treasure troves you could find at Value Village. That was the thing. Now, there's thrift stores all over the place. And some thrift stores are selling everything from backpacks to clothing and gently used. And some of these thrift stores actually pay you for taking in some of the older stuff that you don't use anymore. So I think that's, I'm not an environmentalist by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that's great. I think that I also don't like waste. Whether it's wasted food or stuff that's good that we can reuse. If it's good and reusable, why aren't we reusing it? It just totally makes sense. It's a common sense thing. And so it's nice to see that we've got these thrift stores, and most of them, if not all of them, are doing quite well and makes life a little bit more affordable for you and I and for the kids for back to school. So that's a good thing. So anyway, the headline here is that back to school has never been more expensive. Parents have got their pencils sharpened. We're all in this together, and the most important part, it's 2 weeks away. Panic is about to set in 3, 2. No. You got the heads up. And we've got some new words to learn. Skibbity, doodaloo. 6,000 new words added to the Cambridge Dictionary. Coming up in hour 2, by the way, a Justin Bieber impersonator fooled Las Vegas this past weekend. This is so funny. It's coming up in hour 2. We're going to take a look at it. Also in hour 2 of the show. 2 food influencers you might recognize. If you're someone that likes to watch content like this show online, you might recognize these 2. These 2 people are in a restaurant. See these videos all the time. We're here at Restaurant XYZ. We're checking out their clubhouse, some French fries, some chicken nuggets. Oh, yeah, this is great. This is great. Oh, I like to eat this when I'm here. And they're sitting at a booth in a restaurant. Camera set up, filming the shot as they're about to eat. And then all of a sudden, a car crashes into the restaurant as they're about to eat their food. In real time. If your face, I watched it this morning, if your face doesn't do this, oh my God, you have no pulse. You have no, we will have it in hour 2 of the show. It is probably the most dramatic video I've seen all year. And we'll share that with you coming up in hour 2. Also, we'll take a look at some of the weird new terms added to the dictionary and make fun of them. And some of them will make sense, and some of them will make 0 sense. That's coming up in hour 2. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me in hour 1. Love to have you hang on a little bit longer if you got the time. We're moving over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show, and of course, some creme brulee cheesecake. Oh, that'll be a nice share. It's a 5D experience, so come on over. We're moving to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Again, the show comes in a podcast form, in audio form, 30 minutes or less at tylerglenshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts, okay? In the meantime, we have to say farewell. It's time for VIP Hour. It's time to crank it up a notch for our VIPs. So thank you so much, Facebook and X, and YouTube, for being along for hour 1. We are moving over to Twitch. Thank you, YouTube.